Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. I think we're pretty good here.
I don't see anything yet.
Just, you gotta refresh it. Keep going.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yay. A little, that's just.
That's it. Okay, there. There.
Yep, no, it's good.
And see if it changes.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome. We are popping on here early because I've got a baseball game out in Linden tonight for my grandson. So we are going to, so we just thought we'd pop on early. And it's not raining anymore right now. The sun's kind of half out and stuff, but we'll just get started. So in your kits this month, you'll see a schedule for the next 6 months. We are skipping August. Julie and I have lots of camping trips we're doing, so we have bailed on August.
And everybody's busy in August.
Yeah, and that means that in September, class, you'll be getting new catalogs and new product, new mini catalog, new product, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have time to get that prepared up. And so we're looking forward to that.
And then call attention to
I haven't got there yet. So then in June is our other change. I'm going to be in Chicago on the day that we have our live. And so we are moving it to June 5th. So our live will be on June 5th. And then your card kits will be delivered on the 6th and 7th. So that is a little goofy, but it'll make sense once we get there. So it is a little bit earlier. So that's our plan.
And you can always watch the live on Facebook for a month after that, or simultaneously it'll be on YouTube. And so down here in Julie's put the address down here. Love What We Do Stampers. If you look for our YouTube channel, they will always be there. Yeah, you can like and subscribe. We're not going to be big money makers on that. We're just right now we have 3 people that are subscribed. It's my son and Julie and I. So anyway, so I didn't want that to get buried in your kit, because I know some of you put your kits away for a while, and I understand that. And then also in your kit, you'll find a 2-tone cardstock sampler page. And the 2-tone 12x12 paper you'll find on page 77 in your new catalogs. And I just did a 4 different little samples of what it looks like and things you can do with it. So anyways. It's a white core, right?
Yeah, it's all white core right here.
So if you tear it, you get some white that shows.
You crumple it, sand it, and then you can fold it, and that shows you the 2-tone. So there's a sampler in there too. So if you're wondering what that looks like, I know a lot of you probably don't do scrapbooking, but the ones that do scrapbooking, it's great for that, but it's also great for card classes. Julie just threw her phone on the floor. It's great for cards because you can cut the 12x12 down, get a lot out of there. So we'll be using that in cards in the near future, but just wanted to let you know that. So that's that. And then I've got 2 different stamp sets. Well, actually 4 stamp sets that I use this month, but really only 2 themed. You'll see when we get there. So this one, I am drawn for some reason to trees, nature, outdoor. You'd think I was a hiker and doing all that stuff. My mind, I'd like to be out hiking and doing all that kind of stuff, but I'm trying to help us do some masculine cards. So that's where I'm kind of focused on this time. So this is a great set for scrapbooking, and it's also a great set for cards. So the card I created this time was with this set. And I just wanted to show you the dies in here. I didn't use, I used one of the dies, but oh my gosh, there's a mountain here. And then this is tree line. There's water. There's another mountain you can lay.
There's a night sky.
You go here. There's a moon. There's a fire pit and little logs. Oop, my logs got covered up here. Oop. Oh, come on. Anyway. Little logs here, you can do a campfire. So we'll probably be doing this one again with a little bit different theme with some of the dies. But I just love all the deals. And it's got some great sentiments too.
You're amazing.
You're amazing, but just breathe and take it slow. I thought that was a really good one. So anyway, let's jump into the card. I wanted to this is what the finished card looks. Oh goodness, I hermetically sealed it in a. Oh my gosh, goodness, Julie, what did you do?
Wow.
Oh, anyway, I hermetically
very
sealed it. It was
secure.
very secure. So I just love the colors in this. Obviously, turquoise is my favorite usually. So it's just a basic, just a basic card, but I thought it was really pretty. So let's jump in. Okay, so let's lay our yes, this is the birch embossing folder. It's a big one. Oh, let's see which way I want to do it. I'll do it emboss this time, or deboss. I don't know what's the. I'll do the innie. Say the outie. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, so if somebody calls us, not that I've gotten any calls today, but oh well. So we're just going to set that down there. All right, and then we'll get that out of the way. Perfect. Okay. And then, oh, and I didn't tie your bow. Oh, sorry. The tie a bow.
It's easier to tie a bow out of the twine than it is out of the ribbon, though, I think.
Sometimes, yeah. And this one's kind of a big bow. So you can have big loopy-doos. Okay, so we're going to, well, actually, I could even put this one down, too. Did I put that up on dimensionals? Oh, yeah, I put that on dimensionals. Okay, we're going to hold off on that. All right, so in your kit, you will find a piece like this. And I did some pre-stamping on here because of just time. When we were out in the weather, we had a weather day last Saturday was not weather conducive to stamping, but I wanted to show you again how you can layer stamps to do a two-tone effect. And I know a lot of you did this, but some of you didn't have an opportunity to do this, so I just wanted to show you how this works. So this is actually water, but I treated it kind of as dirt. And so we're going to do a full one, and then we're going to just lift off and right away go back down and do another stamp, and then we're going to go down and do a third generation stamp. So I've got 3 stamps in there, 3 different layers and trees, so it makes it look like it's dimensionalized kind of. And then the only trick to this, and I tried to explain this to everybody, if I had taken this and put it on this, I'm going to flip it over. If I'd gone here and done on the edge a full force one and then tried to do another one, then you end up with a line there. So you just want to be careful when you're doing a second generation stamp that you're always on the full piece of cardstock or your image as opposed to the others. So that's that. And then we're going to take some Lost Lagoon. No. I forgot to bring it in here. I need the Mossy Meadow, but it looks like it's in a... Yeah. Okay, so let me... anyway, Julie's going to run and get the Mossy Meadow for me because I forgot it. Because, that's what we do. We're doing this now in my office, which is awesome for stuff to have by. But, of course, I left the stamp set out in the living room, the other room. Thanks, Julie. You're the best.
Absolutely.
I know this is a boogered up stamp set or stamp pad that I... Okay, so then I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow and I'm going to do a full one here. And because I went off that edge, I'm going to restamp it or ink it. I'm going to off stamp it there. And then I'm going to do the second one here. So I hope that makes sense. And if we want a little more color, we could do one kind of there. And it just kind of changes the color of the thing. So I just wanted to show you that. It's kind of a fun, I love fill-in stamps. I love, oh, you'll see that in the next one. I love fill-in stamps. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then there's a little tree. If you wanted to poke up some little trees, other places in there you can. Okay, and then we're going to take the smoky slate and we're going to color in the mountains. When I first saw this, it kind of reminded me of it kind of looked like clouds. I went, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it could be. But the dyes go with, I don't know, anyway. So
It's a mountain. We're gonna use the big tip here. We don't need to be here all day watching me color. Anyway, so I just kind of quickly go around and color this in. It kind of just brings some dimension. If you don't have these markers, then use colored pencils. If you don't want to color it in, don't color it in. You could always just use, I should have showed that. You could always just use, because this is water-based ink, you could always just use a brush with water or Wink Stella or whatever in there if you wanted to have some glistening.
But you would want to do that before you stamped the... Or you'd have to be really careful not to smear the trees with water.
I'm coloring them now.
Yeah, but you're using ink. You're using alcohol-based.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
If you use water-based...
Yeah, color your mountain in. What I was saying is you could pull the color from the stamp set. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll just do it on here. If I had my tree, let's say it's the mountain, but it's not. Oh, I have the mountain right here. Because that's a good point, Julie. We had the mountain, and we don't want to use that ink because that's silly. I had my smoky slate, and here, I'll grab a piece of cardstock then here. Hey, see, it's kind of fun using my office, Julie. Mm-hmm. You can just pull another piece out.
I don't have to go running so much.
I know, right? You don't have to go get things. I know she's already been in the other room for me. So if I had this down, and we stamped it, which isn't going to be a good... Oh, no, it's stamped pretty good. And if I just take either a blending brush or a marker... a water painter, then you could move your ink around. I gotta get some water in here. Here it comes. Nope. Okay, there we go. And let's see if we can move a little bit of this ink. Yeah, so you can just move that ink around a little bit, and it kind of changes the color to bluey gray. So that's just
or if you wanted to use your inks as a watercolor, you can get it wet and then dab it in there. But it's
very interesting. This is smoky slate and it comes out really blue.
Yeah,
it's really interesting. But that could be glacial.
Yeah,
could be like a glacial.
Or the shadow.
yeah, could be glacial water. So anyway, so that's just another way if you don't have. I mean. Obviously, Stampin' Up's known, the reason why they are so popular is because they're known by their colorway things. Everything's color coordinated. Everything's all... Okay, this I glued right down to the card. And then I put the gray one up on dimensionals. So we're going to glue that to this base. I don't know where I'm at in the... Oh, is Wendy on here? I see Wendy on there.
I'm sorry. Let's see.
Julie's just dinging around in here. She's not watching. Yeah. I see Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Julie. Yes, we're early.
Sorry. My bad. I kind of just gave you a warning that we were on and then... Oh, okay, now we're on. So we're going to set our dimensionals on here. And we're going to go here. Okay. And let me get my take a pick. And, oop, that one I already got. Nope. Come on. You can do it. Yep. There we go. Why do you do things retarded when you're doing things live as opposed to when you normally do it? It's like, oh, okay. I'm fine. Everything's good. Okay. So we're going to pop this down on the front. Just like that.
Hi, Janice.
Janice is there too. Hi.
Ooh,
Oh, Penny too.
Everybody
Wow.
found us.
Oh, yay.
Thanks.
Maybe they have one of those alerts on their phone.
Yeah.
We have to go out to Linden tonight for baseball, so we're so excited. And then Bruce, I'm not going to be able to go tomorrow night, but he's got to go out to Deming tomorrow night. So woo-hoo.
Which is what, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes away?
Yeah. It's like, oh, great. And it's always at 6 o'clock. Ugh. But anyway, we've been having fun. Both grandkids are playing baseball. And it's
Julie's already on card 6 now. You were early, Julie.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So we're going to put this down. No, I don't want those. Oh, I do want this. I was going like, why did I get these out? This is to put my... Okay, so I'm going to take my bow or my little ribbon. We won't call it a bow because this is for a guy. So we won't want to... So I'm just going to stick my glue dot there.
Just call it an embellishment.
It's an embellishment. And then we're going to put one dimensional here. Kind of there. Oops. There, sorry, I'm out of camera here. And we're going to take this, and we're going to not put that down yet because we're going to put the trees down first. So this is one of the dies that's in this set, which I think is so pretty. So I'm going to put glue on one part, and we're going to put dimensionals on the other part.
Why do you do that?
Because I have dimensionals underneath part of it and not the other. And if we did it the other way, we would have too many.
It would lay down
So-
flat on one side,
so-
but not on the other. It would be angled or rippled or...
I'm going to do that right there. And we're going to put that down there. So the
Oh, and you
dimensionals
said
on the
that-
tree.
No, I don't think the PDFs are out yet.
They're all ready to go. So as soon as, in fact, while Julie's doing her live, I can send them out.
But Janice,
So,
we might have put a set of PDFs in your card kit.
but if not, they'll
if not,
they'll
they're
be
coming.
out within 10 minutes because I'm going to do them while Julie's doing hers. I'll do them because they're all in an email ready to roll. I was thinking ahead. Okay, so that is card number 1 for me. A lot of yakking in between. And why are we not sticking down here? Because we're laying on that bow. Okay, so there's card number 1. Perfect. Okay,
Yay,
moving on.
pretty.
She's being smart mouth.
No, I like it.
I know.
I like it.
I do too. This is card number 2. Oh dear. I got a dirty mountain here. Mountain is dirty.
Nope, you haven't deleted them yet. Or you haven't missed them yet, Janice.
Nope. Oh, what, the PDFs?
Yeah.
Nope. No, the PDFs will always come to you via email, but the it's just our Facebook Lives that go away after 30 days. So, wah. That's a change with Facebook, not us. Okay, so the next one is a new color. It's Summer Splash, which I love.
Strawberry Slush.
Strawberry Slush. What did I say? Summer Splash? I was thinking of Summer Splash because before this, I was doing my blends and all this kind of stuff. So this is the stamp set I said, "You are remarkable," used. And again, it's a fill-in, so that's really why I like it. It's really a lot of fun. So let's take that off to the side. We're going to take our tape runner and we're going to I like to put my inside in first. And you guys, we'd love to be stamping the insides of your paper because it's so much fun to have your inside stamped too, but it just is a lot of stamping when we're mobile. So, okay, and then we're going to take this piece, and this again is a background stamp. It's called Stripes, something Stripes. Yeah, it's up in my cupboard here.
Oh.
It's something Stripes. It's in the background.
In the
bin.
background
Well,
category.
it's probably right. It's probably right in there because it's still standing up because those are all my current stuff. Now she's looking in my cupboard. Okay, and then we're gonna take another little piece of summer strawberry slush. It's in one of the ones in the skinny bag.
Oh, it's
In a bag, yeah.
okay.
And then here's 2 stamps. This is
Painted
Grand Apple
Stripes,
Green.
it's called.
Painted Stripes. Just like that. So it's a great big stamp. So it's very nice. I like it. Okay, so we're basically just gonna, I didn't even put dimensionals on this except for the sentiment. So very simple. We're just layering it. I know. So there's that. And we're going to lay this down. Sometimes we need a quick and easy little fun. Next month, we have fun folds coming out our ears next month. Yeah. I have a fun fold. I think Julie's is kind of a fun fold idea. I mean, it looks like it's fun
not a
fold.
fun
It's
fold,
not
but
fun,
it
but it
looks
looks
like
like it one. Okay, then your sentiment is like this. If you want to pop that down here, you can, but I just fussy cut around it. Now you get to see my skills of fussy cutting. Which now I have scissors
your
that I can
left-handed
actually, yeah,
fussy
my
cutting.
left-handed scissors. I'm so excited because now I can actually see I can see my scissor blade for my other scissors. I've never been able to see the scissor blade. I'd always have to turn it. It's hard to explain, but when left-handed, they don't make left-handed scissors in these little sharps, but Tim Holtz had a pair, so. And I love my Stampin' Up! Ones for sure. And I can cut ribbon and but to do fussy cutting, ugh, it's terrible. So, and for some reason, I stamped this on a very heavy piece of cardstock. I normally do it on this heavy. Easier to cut if it wasn't. And we're gonna go around here, come in here, and these don't have to be perfect by any means because I'm definitely not a perfect, but I can do way better than I used to. This paper is like cardboard. And we're going here and just round that little edge right there. Perfect. So this one says, sometimes the simplest things means the most. So I'm going to dimensionalize that. Only needs 2. Keep the mailman happy. Don't forget, stamps are going up in July, FYI. So we want to make sure that buy ahead, because it's still important, I believe. I am so into mailing out cards to people just to have a brightened day. Okay, and we're going to put our bling down here. And these are the strawberry slush gems, which are so pretty. There we go. For some reason I have 4 here. So I will put that up here somewhere so I don't lose it. I'll put it. Where am I going to put? Oh, here. I'll just put it on the card. Who cares? We'll just add 1 more. We'll have 4. Don't tell anybody. We have 4. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then we won't. Yeah. So that's just a real simple, fun card, and I just thought it was really, it's really summery and bright. Yes. Perfect. Okay.
Which stamp set, Janice?
That is You Are Remarkable.
Or the
other one, Scenic Adventure.
What about the stripes?
Oh, the stripes.
I put it away.
Oh, she put it away. It's called Stripe.
Painted stripes.
Painted stripes. And the best way to stamp these, if you don't have a big block, because it comes like this. Comes like this. And I did put the sticky on the back, which I shouldn't have, but I did. This is one of those stamp sets that you really don't need to put the sticky on the back, but I did because, and I put it down on the wrong side. Anyway, that's what it looks like. The best way to use this, and I'm going to put this down so it doesn't stick to my table. If you don't have a Stamparatus or anything like that, just lay it on the table and put your cardstock. Where's that little tree that I just did? Here. And ink this, and then just lay your cardstock down and just run your fingers over it. That's the easiest way to do it. If you don't have a block. If you have a block, perfect. But if you don't, you never want to take one of these big ones and take it to cards. You want to lay it on, even if it's on a block, lay it down, because it's very hard to get them to stamp well that way. So just know that that's a trick for stamping big ones like this. So, okay, let's stick that over there. Okay, on to card number 3. So in card number 3, I wanted to use the sentiments from this stamp set, You Are Remarkable. So I took my everyday You and Me stamp set and used the flowers in here and the leaves, and then but took the sentiment from this one. This one was the right words. This is where I got the happy birthday for the masculine card. I was going, why do I have that stamp set up? But that's what that is. So
Remember, you can switch these up, even though this was a daisy and all the rest of it. I just used these other flowers because I really wanted to use this layout, and I wanted to use this paper because I love, love, love this paper. Okay, card number 3. I was going like, I don't have another one, but that's my extra. Okay, so here comes, oh, goodness.
We remember, Julie, about old stamp sets. We're working on it.
Yes, yes, we are. Oh, I got something on here. Oh, probably ink from something. Who knows? Okay. So this is the textured notes, I believe, paper. I really jumbled this. Oh, yeah. This is where I had a little boo-boo. So guess what? When you have a boo-boo, where's my tape runner?
Okay.
Oh, there it is. So now, instead of just putting tape there, we're going to put tape down here and tape down here. You can just cover it up. Nobody will know. I think my ink pad went crazy or something. Okay, so this again is just layering. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to layer the cards, layer the pieces first. So you can do a little mixing and matching if you want. This is what I did. I layered it like that. And then I layered this one here. I'm going to have to make sure I cover that up. And then this one's here. So you kind of want to, if you do this layout, it's super easy and fun, but it's a nice way to use up your
Scraps.
pattern paper and 6x6s or whatever you have. It's a real nice, fun way to use those up. So I guess we can glue this down. So let's glue this down first. And I could use either side, this side or this side, but this is less busy. So I think I'll do the other. Whoops. Right underneath it. That way. And then we're just going to layer these up. And perfect, just like that. And then we're just, so you can lay these up, see, because they're, obviously you can, if you'd rather have the flowers, you can do them all flowers or do whatever you want. But this is kind of what how I did it to show some interest. Pretty Peacock is still one of my favorite card bases. Card colors. And I love, 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 love this paper. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Do you like it?
I love this paper. I love the colors. It really speaks to me. A lot of new ones are coming out. There are a lot of flowers and things, but I bought this as a scrapbooking kit, and oh my goodness, it was very fun to use. And it was fun to see what pictures I had that went with it already. Okay, and then our sentiment is friends are like flowers in the garden of life. So that comes out of that those stamp set with the daisy. So we're just going to layer that one up too. So it's pretty simple here. We're just layering up. And oh, I know, I ran out of twine. That's what I was going, why do I have that piece? Okay, so now we're going to bring back our card base. And we're going to do this. We're going to lay this here. So these are all, again, just laid flat because I'm layering so much. I didn't want to get too much bulk in here. So it's just layered like here. And then we're going to layer this one next. I just think this is a really fun layout. Whoops. Over the edge. Real fun layout. Very simple. You want to just kind of make sure you're even on the sides. And then we're going to put this one down. There we go, layer. There, now I'm going to cover that little funny thing up. Oh, this goes way up here. Okay. That one goes like that. Okay, and then you've got some flowers here and some leaves. And probably the easiest thing to do is you could lay them out. Well, don't be fancy, Barb. Just layer them down. And then if I had the press and seal down, I would use that, but we're not going to. We lay that one there and our little one here. Again, these were stamped off, you know, like laid down and then stamped off. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that one. Oh, I'm going to put a little one here. Now this one got a little cockeyed when I stamped it. So if you want to,
you can just trim a little bit of this off. I can't believe I want to show off my cutting skills here. There, that looks a little bit better. Get a little bit of that white off of there. Sometimes when we, I don't know what transfers or moves, but sometimes it just moves. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this up and I'm gonna flip it over. And this would have been a great way to do stamp and seal, or my press and seal, but I don't have it. But I'm just gonna take a piece of tape and hold these down, just like that. Then I've got my collage, or these are called clusters. I have my cluster here, so I'm gonna kind of do it this way, I believe. And we're gonna put this one up on dimensionals. And before I lay it down, I'm gonna use this twine. Now you have twine in yours. I ran out because this is, it was a wild wheat color, and it's more like burlappy type thing. So I don't believe anybody else, they might, but I don't believe anybody else has this in theirs. I think it was just for mine and maybe Julie's, because we share a kit, and we each get to do it. So we're just gonna do this and lay this down as a decor behind. Give it just a little bit more color. Pull this up. Should have maybe only done 3, but anyway, we're gonna lay those down. And we're gonna go like that. Perfect. And then we're gonna take our little sentiment. Now I've got that leaf there, so I'm gonna move that and move him. Oh, of course, along with the dimensional. Don't do as I do. There we go. I'm going to throw that back underneath there. Have that coming out. And then we're going to take this dimensional here, put it there. And we're going to take this little leaf. We're going to just move it up a little bit. There. Perfect. And then these little, and I could have unwound these a little bit more too. I should have unwound them a little bit more. Okay. They're going to sit there, and then we're going to put this, just glue this down, just to like that. And, well, that's still going to be kind of boogered up. Let's do this, and then move it. Okay. Friends are like flowers, the garden of life. We need to adhere you. Hold that down for a minute, and then just move that up. There. All right. And then we put one more dimensional underneath this flower here, because it's kind of running away. I should use the little ones, but it doesn't matter. We'll make it work. There. Perfect. All right. I don't love these. And I have my little tape showing out here. I should have got my press and seal down, and it was right behind me, but I didn't grab it. But it's up in the cupboard. Okay.
Oh, I'll close this so nobody bonks their head on it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. So we got our little strings here. And, all right. Well, that's not the prettiest that I've ever seen, but anyway. Okay. And then we're going to take a pick. We're going to pull our bling off here. I put one up here. And one here. And one down here. Whoops. Oops. And one down there. All right. There's Barb's 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. All right. There you go. Now it's Julie's turn. Get all my junk out of here so she can actually work. So I go, oh my goodness. I keep stamping the countertop with my stamps that stick. All right, I'll get out of the way here, and you can, okay, come on in.
So the card stamp sets, sorry, that I am using, these are awfully pretty, Barb,
Oh, thanks.
are
So yours?
the Sweet Jar and the Mixed Florals. So let's start with, let's start with the Mixed Florals. Oops, sorry, glare. I'll put them this way so there might not be any glare. But anyway, okay, we're going to start with the Mix Explorers. This comes with, in the bundle, there are dies and there are stamps. So, and I like it. I just don't know why, but I like it. Anyway, so you get to do some coloring. Yay! Uh-oh. Sorry, I put something down on top of something else.
You should show them that when you...
I will. Okay, so the first card is going to look like, it looks like this. So you get to color your, should have been more. You get to color your flowers. And I just like orange and yellow, I guess, and purple. Anyway, and if you don't want it to be a sympathy card, you can change out the you know, to make it a happy birthday or thinking of you or whatever you want. So feel free to change that out if you want to. You could just do a square, or if you have something else that you can do. Anyway, but it's I don't know. Okay, so this is how we made it. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I went ahead and colored this. I was going to show you how I colored it, but you can color it however you want. You can use the blends, or if you would rather use colored pencils, watercolor. The thing to remember, if you do watercolor, and I love watercolor, but the paper isn't real thick, so you don't want to rub it too much or saturate it too much, or else it'll warp or start pilling. But the colored pencils, the watercolor pencils, and then activating it with a blender brush works really well, or a blender pen. Anyway, so there's lots of ways to color things. Okay.
Okay, PDFs are sent out.
PDFs are sent. Woohoo!
They are now sent.
Okay, so this is really quite an easy card to put together. It's just layering. So we got our white. We're going to fold that a little bit to burnish that. Okay, and then this piece, it's got the lavender on the back. If you would prefer to use that, you may, but it doesn't, unless you wanted to color.
Not with the orange.
Yeah, but if you colored your things, and anyway. So we're going to put this on the card base, like so. And I know the picture shows, and the PDF shows a check pattern, but I didn't have enough paper to do the check pattern, so I switched to this, which I did have enough of. So there's two things you can do here, and I think I'm going to try this. You can cut this so that you can extend it a little bit. Does that make sense? There, so I cut it apart, and I'm going to put part of it over here on this side, and then part of it, oh, come on, fingers, over here on this side, just to kind of have it show a little bit more behind the flowers. Does that make sense? Maybe. So, I'm going to glue that down. And just dots where it's easy to get to and won't smear a lot. If that makes sense. Or I could put it on the mat and do it that way, but I didn't. There. Okay, so this is going to go here. Like that. And this one. Oh, got a text. Just a little bit so that it'll go up, it'll go down. And I'm going to put it over here. There. And then I'm going to take the floral piece and put it up on some dimensionals, because, you know, we love our dimensionals. I like dimensionals, I admit it. Oops. Okay. Oh, maybe one in the middle here. Sorry, Barb, I'm using up all your dimensionals.
I know.
Sorry.
Whatever.
The other advantages of doing it in Barb's office is that we can use all her
stuff's
stuff.
Here. I know. Well, we have a little kit, but then it gets kind of scarce, and so it's a little bit down.
Okay, so then I'm going to put this a little bit over to the left, but not tons, because you want your sentiment to fit. Can't talk. Okay, now I'm going to take my ribbon, and I am going to put a little bit of, this is going to go down here, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right here, and I'm going to put my ribbon down. I probably could have moved it over more, just because I wouldn't have to cut off so much. And then I'm going to put, because it's part already dimensionalized and part going on here, I'm going to put a dimensional on the end that's not raised. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to put some glue on the part that will be flat.
Uh-oh. Is that you?
I think it is. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. I forgot to put mine on Do Not Disturb, so.
Like so. Hopefully that's straight. Okay. And then I'm just going to trim these off a little bit.
It's straight today.
Yeah. Let's see. There. There. And there you have the first card. It's very simple, but I just thought it was pretty. Oh well. Okay, card number 2, and we're going to use the this time we're going to use the sweet jar, so we have a couple cards. So it has several things. I've stamped the hearts, I've stamped these, not on your cards, but I've used them, and they're really kind of fun. Anyway, sometime I'll bring one of the other cards that I've made and show you. So, but this one we used for making chocolate chip cookies and for making jelly beans. So it's multi-purpose. But anyway, let's show you how you made it. Let's start with this one first. Sorry, I should have had these all out of the bag and I didn't.
Well, mine were hermetically sealed. And
Yeah.
So. I mean, goodness gracious.
Nicer. Okay, so this is the card that we're making. These are the chocolate chip cookies, and I'm going to show you how I did the jar.
You did it?
How I did it. I found, well, I saw somebody using one of these, and I found this thing online, and it is called a non-slip pad. Oh, it'll be okay. It's a non-slip pad. Now it'll slip. But you can put your thing on here, and then it doesn't move when you go to what is this called?
Use your blending brushes.
Use your blending brushes. So that's what I did here, just to add a little bit more color. If you can see the color, and a little blue and a little brown. So I put my little thing. You always want to remember to.
Wrong color.
No, I know. This is the.
Oh, the brown. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You always want to remember to kind of tap it off before you start blending, or else you get that that big blotch like that. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? So I'm going to tap it off, and then I'm just going to start with a circular motion, and it's just to add a little bit of color down here, so it's not quite so white. Anyway,
whatever you say.
Whatever
Julie.
I say. It just was kind of fun to do. Okay, and then I did that with the blue too to give the glass some color. And again, tap, 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 and then sometimes you feel like you're getting rid of all your color when you tap it off, but again, you don't really necessarily want that big blotch.
You can also do it on a.
Does that make sense?
Show them this.
Oh, yeah.
Do it on a stamp block.
You mean like this?
No. No, you put it on. Put that on the here. You've never done this?
No.
Oh, you go this,
Oh.
so then you're not contaminating
Oh,
your thing.
sure. Right.
And
gotcha.
put your
Okay,
ink.
So put a little bit of ink
Put ink on your block,
and then you can do that.
So you're not contaminating
Yes.
your ink
Okay.
pads all the time with the blocks.
I'm with you now.
Okay.
Okay.
We got it?
There. Anyway, so that kind of gives it some color. You just want to make sure you wipe it off before you pick it up and get it all over the place.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do. Okay. Anyway, so then you're going to have your cookies and stuff stamped in it. But I just wanted to show you that that's one way of adding some color to things that are normally.
We're so quiet
colorless.
today. Clunk, clunk. Wow. Okay.
There's the, okay. So let's go ahead and make this card. Make that card.
These are on Amazon. If anyone's interested, Julie can give you the link.
Yeah.
We could
They're
put it on
like,
our-
I think they were $10 or something. I think. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
It's kind of fun though.
Another white base. And you know what? I am not a white base lover, but for whatever reason, all the cards were white. Not all of them, but these two of my cards were white based. And the other one is black based. So go figure. 'Cause I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, and this is one of the new, in fact, these are two of them. This is that strawberry slush. And this is
Or whatever you
cloud-
think, or whatever Barb
cloud
says.
cover?
Cloud cover.
Cloud cover.
Which I've used a lot and I love
Yeah.
it.
So this is going to go, now I have to decide which side I like better. Do I like that side
Let's
better?
talk about the cloud while you're figuring that out.
Okay.
The cloud cover ink pads are, you won't find them, they're in the catalog, but you won't find them to order because they had a problem with the coloration when the ink goes to the ink pad. So what they are doing is right now they're not selling the ink pad. If it's in your catalog, I know they're letting demonstrators buy them right now. But the reason why we can buy them is they printed them all, but they're not guaranteeing the color for customers to purchase. But if you buy the ink refill for cloud cover in an ink spot or a white ink pad that comes with no ink in it, you could ink it yourself for that.
Does that make sense?
So does that make any sense? So, your sentiment?
Yeah. I lost my sentiment. I might have put it in a different card kit. Oh well, we'll run across it. Okay.
You can always lay it down and then.
See this is kind of what happens when you don't tap it off first. But this didn't matter because it's going to be hidden. So I wanted kind of the effect of the blue around the outside, but so does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're just going to glue this onto this. This is called All Around dies, I think. And it's a set of just different shaped dies, which makes it just
They're
kind of
wonky
fun.
dies.
Yeah, they're wonky dies.
Willy wonky.
Okay, and then we're going to put our jar together, put a little bit of glue on this edge. Ooh, come on, just a little. Oh, I'm going to use this because otherwise I'm going to get glue all over everywhere. I don't know, I feel messy today. So there's that, and then this little guy.
Well, we couldn't even find my desk.
It's going to go here. So you can put your lid on so nobody can get into the cookies. Now, if you want to, you can take this bow apart and tie it around the knob, but I just glued it onto the, I just
Used a bigger dot.
used a booger dot, used a glue dot, because it was just so much easier. So you can take these and kind of fold them up if they're too big. Roll them up into a little dot and put them on there. And that way you can make them a little smaller. Anyway, so then I added my little ribbon there. Isn't that what all of our cookie jars look like? Okay. And then I used a couple booger dots. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Dimensionals to
they are what they
raise it
are.
up. So just
You're just calling them how it is.
call them and how it is, yeah. Okay. That's weird about what I might have done with my, I'm sure I had one, but I think it's just probably in a different bag. Like I said, I'll get to it. Okay.
Did it go underneath maybe?
Oh,
You like underneath?
Yeah.
Did it get attached underneath there accidentally? Not that you can rip it up now.
hope not.
You know, I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway, okay, then I'm just going to attach that there. It's a nice thing about having odd shaped is you don't really know if it's in the middle or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Easy to line up.
Easy to line up, yeah. Because it doesn't matter. Okay, then we're just going to glue that down. And the reason glue works a little bit better on embossed pieces is that it can go with the ups and downs. Whereas when you use a tape runner, which works fine, but the glue is maybe just a little more, what's the right word?
Fills in the gaps.
Fills in the gaps a little bit more securely. Although, see, now I'm using these things and they'll stay. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. So when I find my my sentiment, I will put it on the card. Anyway, so this is just going to go here. And it's a little treat for you. So if you wanted to, you could actually put a gift card in here or whatever you wanted to do. All right. So that's card number 2. And I'm hoping that that silly sentiment will be here. Okay.
That might accidentally be in that bag that you open now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It might be in here. Okay, so the third one, we switch from cookies to jelly beans. Won't that be fun? I don't think it fell on the floor. I don't remember seeing anything go flying, but you just never know. Or maybe it's stuck with
It's
this.
got dark.
Nope, didn't stick with that.
No.
Okay, here's card number 3. And it's, we're making our own little background paper. And, yeah, here we go. All of the stuff should be in here. All of it, no? I know I saw it at some point in time, but you know what? Oh, there it is. Ha, I knew it was there.
See?
See, I just had it in the wrong bag.
I
But
don't know why.
watch this. Ha ha. There it is. There, you'd never know. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our jar lids on. What are your favorite kind of
Jelly beans?
jelly beans?
Licorice.
Oh.
Popcorn.
Oh. Sorry. I like the
Not
fruity
together.
flavor. I like apple and I like peach. I like strawberry. I like kind of the sour fruity flavors myself. I don't love...
I didn't think you
coconut.
liked popcorn, do you?
Oh, I love pop. Oh, no, not popcorn. No, I love popcorn, but I don't love
Oh, and I
popcorn
like coconut.
flavored. Yeah, and I don't like coconut
Chocolate,
flavored.
coffee.
I like root beer flavored. Oh, well. Anybody else have any thoughts? Okay,
Let's
so I'm
see.
just adding my lids here.
Let me see. Is anybody throwing out some ideas here? Oop. Come on. Nope. Come on.
And is there a brand that you like? I love
Oh,
Jelly Bellies. There. Okay, so my...
Nope. Nobody's given us any.
Oops. I just thought this is a punch. This is not a die cut. The jar is a punch. And it punches out the lid and the jar at the same time. So it makes it kind of fun.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to let those dry.
I love black jelly beans. All right, Wendy, you
okay,
go.
okay.
I love black jelly beans.
Okay, so we have our card base, which is your basic black, and we're just going to put our, so you can see to write in it. Oops, yep. There we go. And now we're going to make our background cardstock.
Oh, let's see. Janice asked a question. Sorry, ideas about what? Oh, how many? Maybe it was a jelly bean thing.
I don't know. So again, we've done this before when we've made stripes. And to me, the easiest way to make stripes is to put your you can use glue or your tape runner down as far as you think it'll go. Like if I had measured, I kind of probably would have done better, but I can add more or hide that. Okay, and you can put them in whatever color, whatever order you want. So I'm putting that one down. Then let's go with this one. This one, and they are a little bit longer than your card base here. So not so that you can trim them off so that they all look kind of equal. Now, if you want to start one edge with the same length, you can do that, but I just like to trim them off at the end. And here we go with purple. Yeah, and see, I might need to add a little bit more tape runner right there. Oops.
Are you making a mess?
I'm making a mess. I am really good at making messes. There. Okay, then as I have to do is flip it over and cut along the edge. You could actually use your trimmer if you want to, but I am not very good at it.
There's 2 of us in this group that like black ones.
Really?
Yay.
Oh, yay. Okay, I can't cut with your... Oh, here.
Yeah, just pull
Those okay?
Yeah.
I can't cut with her left-handed scissors because it was going off. Famous last word. There we go. See, and you can just cut along the side of that, and then you get a nice straight edge that's all going the same direction. Isn't that cool? I mean, the same. It looks like it.
If you have the mini little cutter, you could cut it with that.
Yeah, you could cut
I
it.
wouldn't do it probably on my big cutter, but
It's just if you know where the cutter is, the edge is on your big cutter. Okay.
But I mean, it wouldn't. It's harder on the big one.
Yeah.
If you did the chopper kind, it goes, and it makes that noise. It goes.
It goes, yeah. Okay, so then you have your background. Now, all you have to do is add your jelly beans with whichever colors you want to be predominant. Isn't that a big word?
Predominant.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them down, see what I like. I think I'm going to make these go in front. Anyway, and then, so I'll glue 2 of them down, and I will raise the 3rd one up on dimensionals. So let's put this one over here.
Hey, guess what? Julie, you are out.
I'm out.
Julie, Janice, and Wendy, we all like black jelly beans.
Well,
And Julie likes butter popcorn. Me too. For some reason, I just like that flavor.
I love popcorn.
I like all of them. I like all of them, basically, to be real honest.
I have to say, I love popcorn. I think I might have gotten that one up too high, so I'm sorry about that. But it'll work still.
Okay, is everybody still there? Let me know if you're still there. Shoot, Julie, where's your phone? I'll call you quick.
It's in my jacket pocket that
Oh,
I
that you
threw on
threw.
the floor. I wanted the yellow to show a little bit more.
Does it keep going? Oh yeah, you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There. That's okay. I might have brought that one down and over a little bit more, but it's okay. You can put them wherever you want. If you want them in a row, you could put them in a row. You can do however you like. And then a little bit of, right, itchy nose. There we go. And we're going to put our little banner up here. And there we go. Oh, we have to put it on our black base. I thought, what's wrong with this card? It doesn't look complete. I'm fine. There we go. And that just helps things pop. And it looks a little bit more, there we go. Okay, so card number 3. Easy this week. All right, so we have some prizes to give away. So here, I'm going to put these out so you can see them. And then and Barb's are here, so I'll put those out so you can see those.
Yep.
And hers are right
Clean up my mess.
here,
And then
here. Okay, and our prizes. So we have some pretty gold ribbon for Mary Kay. Congratulations, Mary. And then we have some bling for Cheryl. There you go. This is fun stuff. These are the adhesive back shiny sequins. We have a fun little notebook for Jan Westerman. Yay. And then Donna, some white. Oh, I love this crinkle ribbon. It's so versatile because you can color it or use it white. So that's for Donna. And next we have Bonnie, who's a relatively new person in our crafting. Some glossy dots. These are fun to use because they're nice and flat. And then one more of the notebooks, and we have for Misty. Yay. All right. Oh, and then we have some black matte dots for Penny. Yay. All right, everybody. We'll get those to you.
Yeah, so then now we need to talk about card play.
Oh, that's right. We need to talk about card play coming up the
27th and 28th of June.
27th and 28th of June. Card play is, it's a day and a half retreat kind of thing online. It's all done online with our upline.
There's a team of us.
There's five of us that present.
Julie
Barb and I are
equal
kind of a
one.
team, so we equal one. Otherwise, and then there's 3 other gals. If you purchase the kit, you get
Here,
you get
I have it.
a half a pack of this DSP, which is really quite pretty in a lot of. It has some scenery, it has some flowers. So you get a half a pack of this. You get some ribbons.
Get a full pack of bling.
Full pack of this bling, which is called pressed flower notes. So it's really kind of pretty. You get a full thing of the beige ribbon, which is really quite pretty. You
It's
get
wonderful.
all
the PDFs.
all the PDFs
and the pre-cut and envelopes and everything. for
envelopes
that.
and the card stock to go with everything. So so what happens is there's 8 make and take cards. That's what the stuff that we just showed you is for. Plus you get the PDFs for
the whole day. For the 2 days.
But how
there's
many more
24
So there's
total 24 PDFs that
Yeah.
you get.
so 8 plus another 16 PDFs. You don't get the product for those, but you get the PDFs for them. Plus you get to watch us.
And then this is the dies, the stamp set. And
So the
dies.
stamp set and dies for the our gallery blooms, and then these would be these are all the dies for it. So you get a frame type thing. And then the other stamp set, and the stamp sets, if you want to use the stamp sets, that is purchased separately. Are beautiful motifs. So you got some
the sentiments.
the sentiments and things, and these, and then there's
So the make and takes will be featuring these.
correct
items.
these stamp sets.
Yeah.
And then, but the other thing is, you can use your own product that you all have around the house to
Do any of
to
them.
do
really.
any of them.
Yeah.
It's
Even
just,
if you get the if you buy it's $79 and you'll get all the PDFs and the product and all that kind of stuff. You could use your own stamps to do
Yeah.
it. You don't
Yeah,
have to.
you
have
don't
it.
have to have
If
these
it's
stamps.
embossed, there's also an embossing folder that goes with this. If it's embossed, we will emboss it for you. We won't
on
do
the
the
kit.
die cutting
Yeah.
of flowers and that kind of thing. But it doesn't matter. The paper kind of
so you do
speaks for
your
itself.
own
Yeah.
die cutting and things like that. That it wouldn't come like in our card kits when we die cut for you. But but it's really fun to do. The other gals that present do a great job. Of
Karen Titus, Holly, Sutton,
Batla,
Batla, and Julie
Julie
Hines.
Hines, and then Barb and I.
Yeah.
And if you just want the PDFs,
It's 45.
it's $45.
Plus
Plus
you-
being able to watch everything. And the PDFs will be available to you
anytime.
forever.
Yeah. They'll be up on YouTube after the.
Yeah, so just
So-
let us know if you're interested in participating in that.
There's a link in our on our
There's a
Facebook
link
page.
on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
So.
And if you have any questions or are missing anything out of any of your kits, please holler at us. Well, don't holler at us, just call
Let
us.
us know. Yeah.
Just let us know.
And then remember, next month is June 5th will be the Facebook Live, but delivery will be the 6th and the 7th, which
Yeah.
is backwards, but that's just the way it had to work out that time. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Because
Very
Barb
good.
and Bruce are going on vacation.
Oh, no, we're going on a trip to our kids' house. So
Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us, and hope you have a good rest of the month. Have a happy Memorial Day.
okay.
It should be good. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.